3, 4, 5. Today on WebVee Guides No Name Game Show, we've got the cast of Asset, Victoria Sullivan.
Hello.
Tonya Dodds.
Hi.
Matthew Carvery.
Hey.
And Jonathan Robbins. And we've got the cast of Producing Juliet, Rachael Hip-Flores.
Hey, yeah.
Betty Kaplan.
Hi.
Kevin Sebastian.
How's it going?
And the always great, never less than sensational Jenny Grace.
Howdy.
How is everybody?
Fantastic.
Oh, good.
This is going to be
Good morning.
This is going to be classic, and Dodgeball was totally wrong because today is going to be bigger than World War III, the World Series, and the World Cup combined. You guys ready to play?
No pressure at all, yeah.
All right. The way the game works, we've got statements, and each of the people on our panel and 2 contestants will fill in the blanks and try to match their fill in the blanks to the fill in the blanks from the panelists. During each round, we'll have 1 player from each cast to fill in the blank and try to match their answers to the other 6 panelists. And you will be trying to match against both casts, not just your own. At the end, after 4 rounds, the team with the most matches wins. You get bragging rights, and you'll get our little certificate with an official selection WebFest type wreath. And bragging rights as champion of the WebVee Guide No Name Game Show, Episode 1.
Nice.
Everything good? Anybody have any questions?
I hope Producing Juliet doesn't want that because they're not getting it.
No. you guys don't see how Asset plays as a general rule. We're pretty
I
you haven't done on our team.
I mean, we've already gotten so many laurel leaves as it is. You could probably.
I mean, yeah. Nice.
All right, from each team, from Asset, who's going to start as your player? Who wants to go first?
Tonya does.
No, Jonathan does.
Oh, Jonathan does.
Jonathan
does.
Go.
Okay.
Jonathan does.
I go first.
And from Producing Juliet, who's going to go first?
Kevin does. Okay. Yeah. That
Rachel?
one. No. That was Jenny Grace.
Jenny? Okay.
Betty.
All right.
matter?
All right. Everybody, after I read the statement in blank, with the blank, everybody will write down their answers. The reveals, though, will start with Jonathan and with Jenny. So I'll call on each of you, and we'll take a little time and chat about what you've got going on, too. So our first statement, blank age. Blank age. Eddie looks confused.
Am I writing it down too?
Yes?
Oh.
Yeah, everybody's writing down. Blank age. Jenny's done. Looks like Jonathan's done. Blank age. Tanya's still writing. Looks like Tanya's done. Betty, how are you? Are you done? Are you
Good.
You good? Everybody done?
I'm done.
All right.
Done.
All right. Let's start with Jenny. But before we get to your answer, how are you?
It has been a morning.
A bad one.
It's just a miracle that I'm just drinking this because I really want to be like day drinking right now. It's been uber stressful.
What do you have there? Iced coffee?
Iced coffee.
Yeah.
I had a roommate switcheroo today in the midst of my landlord saying that nobody could move in. So this is me on the verge of nervous breakdown.
All right.
Howdy, guys.
Yeah. Well, so now you're here with us and a little bit of this craziness. Producing Juliet, you have the last episode of the first season coming up on Wednesday, I think, is when it gets posted.
Woo!
The show's taken some interesting turns since in the last 3 episodes.
In the last 3 episodes, yeah, and I think that it's setting up for the 2nd season, which is super exciting. And those who are fans of the theater, and independent theater especially, get to sort of see what it's like backstage. I think even more so than the first few episodes. These last 3 episodes, you really get to see, how the sausage is made a little bit.
Okay. Jonathan, how you doing?
Hey there, great. I'm really, really great. I'm here with my dog Vincent, who heard us talking about dogs earlier and wanted to join in.
Where? What can see?
Here he
Hi.
There he is. Now, you've been busy. You've been directing the other day?
I've been very busy, a lot of directing, a lot of acting. I'm very fortunate. Usually in my life it's one or the other, and it really has been alternating, and both have been strong in the last couple months. So really grateful and having a blast. I just finished a new web series. It's another of the IPF funded web series, like Asset was. It's called Halfhead, and I got to play a guy named Uncle Bruce, who is a kind of an eccentric scientist that works with biochemistry and cloning and some really, really fun stuff in that. So that was kind of neat.
All right, when can we expect to see that?
They're already in post, so they'll be releasing beginning in January and then through May.
Terrific. All right, blank age, Jonathan. What's your answer?
I went keeping in the web series theme with Golden.
Golden age, okay. And Jenny,
Yeah.
what do you
Our
have?
friends, Jonathan.
What do you have? All right.
Always
Jenny,
important when you want to have a little fun.
legal age. All right. All right, so you're trying to match legal age. Jonathan's trying to match golden age. Let's see what our panel has. Betty, what do you have? Golden age.
Ah,
All
Oh.
right.
all right.
Jonathan. Kevin, Sebastian. The cast of producer Juliet. Kevin, what do you have? Okay, did you want to explain why?
Well, I mean, that's the only reason why I work. If people started knowing that I was 42.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
I'm 27 until I die.
That's right. That's it.
That's all right.
And with every drink you have, a year gets taken off.
All right, Matthew Carvery from Assets. What do we have?
I was banking on Jonathan's off-color humor. I went with.
Aww.
I think that should go with legal. I think that has to go.
Not close enough. All right, Rachael Hip-Flores.
I mean, I also think that under should go with legal.
I mean, come on,
Just
Guys.
saying.
guys.
They are in
They're
the same.
so related. They are
They really should be.
inseparable.
All right, Tonya Dodds from Super Geeked Up in Assets.
Golden.
Golden age. Jonathan. And
We think the same.
yeah, right?
That's a good thing.
I think the shower goes with golden and not age, but that's.
I was this close to writing Dragon, so that would have been
Oh,
cool.
that's the other one I was
I thought of that one, yeah.
Although
Sometimes
mine
you
was
have
a
to go
web
with your
series.
first-
Mine was for Civ 5. Golden Age from Civ 5. But gold marks.
Victoria Sullivan for the cast of Assets.
I'm no help. I'm Stone Age.
Stone Age.
Hey.
Stone Age is a good answer. Nobody said there's teenage.
Who's winning?
Let's get to the point.
With two
I got
matches.
one. This one.
Betty had golden, and who else had golden?
I had golden.
Tonya did.
All the positive people in the house.
All right. All right. Next round. Who do we have from each cast? Who's going to go from Asset?
I'll go.
Who's that? Who's volunteering?
I will.
Matthew. And from producing Juliet?
Me.
Betty. Okay. All right.
All right, let's make it happen.
You know you're at a great party when you see blank in every room. You know you're at a great party when you see blank in every room.
Whoa, I got nothing.
I'm not sure if I'm spelling mine right.
That's okay. Spelling doesn't
Just
count.
trying to get into the mind of
I
Matthew
almost never
Carvery
got
right
an
now.
answer.
I'm sending you psychic signals, Tonya.
I don't know if this is gonna work, but I'm trying it.
Go for it.
I'm gonna go for
Sometimes the first thing that pops into mind is best.
First thing.
So,
I think I'd rather not. Go
Oh, I went there.
all right. Does everybody have their answer?
No!
No? Okay. Let me know when you're ready. You know you're at a great party when you see blank in every room.
This is totally just
Really?
Why are there rooms on the party?
Maybe it's a house
Room.
party.
She wants a studio space.
Studio space.
You know?
Seriously.
Or maybe we all just have really small apartments, so we all are used to having one room for
Nice.
What are you talking about, Tonya? The Web3 community is rolling in dough.
Come on, you guys all have those big mansions on the lake, right?
Yeah, of course.
Absolutely.
Summer
I
homes
think
in
I
Hamptons.
made
in
one
New
out of
York.
toothpicks just this past week. You're right.
All right, does everybody have their answers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Betty, before you tell us about your
I changed
answer.
my mind.
Oh, what's that?
I changed my mind.
All right. You want to
I wrote dances.
You
I
change
wrote
it?
that's boring. I wrote dances.
All right. Dancing or dances?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. You and I haven't had a chance to meet. Your voice is much softer now
Mine?
than it is on camera in the show.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
I
well,
like to project authority on camera.
maybe. I was going to
I'm
ask
not
if that was
works.
part of your, if the voice then was part of your character.
Yeah, oh, thank you. Thank you. I do work on that. It's also Sunday, you know. I just woke up.
Yeah, you look sleepy. So dances. All right, so you've got to match dances with as many of the panelists as you can. Matthew Carvery,
Hey,
the creator. How are you, Matthew?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm well. Did you have a good summer? We talked, back in June, I guess, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it was good. I got to visit some friends in Chicago. That was good. Got to meet their daughter for the first time. 2.5-year-old, a little girl named Vivian. Absolutely adorable. Yeah, good summer.
What do you have
Working a bunch too.
All right, what do you have coming up?
I went with an open bar.
An open bar. Okay,
Nice.
that's a good answer. An open bar in every room. Let's see what we can do. Let's start with Jenny Grace. What do you have, Jenny? Did you have dances or open bar? Dancing. Okay, that's a match.
He's a
Very
match.
Good.
All right.
Jonathan Robbins. What do we have?
With a bit more of a clutch answer than an asset answer.
X in every room. Ooh, okay, that's a good party. An interesting party anyway. All right.
What parties are you having without us, Jonathan Robbins?
Why am I getting invited to these parties,
I've
John?
not seen any of that.
It's Canada.
Kevin Sebastian.
I don't know. I thought that this
what's a
was.
good party?
I thought that this was a given, but that was my answer.
What?
I mean, those are the kind of parties I go to.
All right. Matthew, we've got the open bar. Rachel, what's a good party? What do you see in every room at a good party? Oh, yeah. Okay. You and Jonathan seem to be in the same place today.
Robbins.
Series parties are the best.
Tonya Dodds, what do we have?
Well, in keeping with my geek cred.
Board game. And Vicky Sullivan, what do you have? Nudity.
Yeah.
Wow.
We all in the same
Good
room.
party.
If you leave for Jonathan,
Seriously, am I just in the wrong rooms at every single one?
The Canadian parties with genitalia, I'm imagining like maple syrup all over it as well. Like, yeah.
No, that's
Thing.
maple syrup's way too sweet.
Immunity, genitalia, and sex can actually be combined with anything else that happens. They can be combined with dancing. They can be combined. They're better with board games.
That's true.
I feel. You
as
know.
long as
Sure.
poutine isn't involved.
The first rule about Canadian sex parties is you don't talk about Canadian sex parties.
All right. Who wants to go next? From assets.
I'll go.
Vicky. Okay. And from Team Juliet.
I will
Okay.
go. Or,
No.
Or Rachel.
Juliet.
Rachel can go for it.
Rachel.
Oh my God, that
Oh my
face.
God, let Rachel go.
I will let Rachel go.
I think she, yeah.
What's
All
the best thing at a party? Rachel's nose hairs now. Okay. Great.
They get angry.
I bet. You know, they're spiky.
Why do you know that?
Those scenes. Wait till you see up season 2. You'll see. You'll see.
Season 2.
Are they prominently featured in season 2? Do they have their
You
own?
got it.
They have their own scenes amongst each other. Like some of them speak Spanish. It's really,
Nice.
it's good. Yeah.
Here's a spoiler for season 2. Sparkle lens. You'll see.
All right. I always feel naked when I go out without my blank.
Oh,
I
God.
always feel naked when I go out without my blank.
Tonya Dodds.
What?
No, I'll switch it.
Was that a hint, Vicky?
Yes, this one is for you.
Okay. Oh crap.
Matthew got his done quickly.
I'm trying to think of whether we are going for the obvious or if I'm supposed to read your mind in a twisted sort of way right now.
I know. I don't know either. I don't know how to table talk this either. I'm trying.
I feel like crosstalk is right?
Do I feel like you and I've had a discussion about this before?
We have had a discussion about this before.
Okay, then I think I know the answer.
Okay.
As you
Although we've had
add
a
to-
discussion about multiple things on this. I'm gonna go for the first one that comes to my brain.
Talking and
Go
Yeah,
to, yeah.
as you're trying to approach the illogical logically.
Rachel, just be normal, yeah?
I'm trying to.
Are we trying to win this, or are we trying to win this?
I always feel naked when I go out without my. How are we?
Galactica fan book. And
Oh.
I don't. Oh, okay.
All right, Vicky. Are we all ready? Everybody have their
Yeah,
answer?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay. Last time you and I talked, you were in Rome, I think.
Yes, I was. That's right.
You have a good trip?
Yeah, I had an amazing trip. The amount of things that you can see over there that it's like, oh yeah, that's 2,000 years old, and people just walk right by it. They don't care at all.
Where?
Over here in Rome, Italy.
So what do you have going on now? Are you working on anything in particular? Something
Yeah,
you can
I'm
tell us
working
about?
on an adaptation of Barbara de la Fuente's play Cut and Fried. We're doing a short film, so that's my big project that I'm working on right now.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And what's your answer? I always feel naked when I go out without.
I could be completely naked. I don't even need shoes.
Ah! I picked the wrong one!
Damn it! Tonya!
Sorry! You'll see when you see my answer.
Oh god, I'm excited now.
Rachael Hip-Flores.
Hello.
How are you, Rachel?
Oh, I'm doing all right. Can't complain.
Yeah. All right. And we talked with, as we said, with Betty and Jenny. You've got the last episode of season 1 of Producing Juliet coming out on Wednesday.
Yes, sir.
And you're still involved with Flux Theater?
I am. We just went into pre-production for our next play, which happens in December, and it's called Once Upon a Bride There Was a Forest. I am in it. I'm in it, and I've got the big part in it, but it's a wonderful ensemble piece, and it's a world premiere of a very dark fairy tale, and I'm very excited about it. So yeah, December.
Awesome.
Flux Theater Ensemble, Once Upon a Bride. Yep.
Awesome. Now, you like to see genitalia at parties. That makes for a good party, we know. So, how do you, when you go out, what do you always, how do you feel naked when you go out without blank?
All right, I just want to say that my first answer was clothes. So that is not the answer. That is not the answer that I went with, because I decided to be normal because Betty told me to be normal. So I went with.
Oh.
That's a good one.
Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one. You know, I think that's almost like a definitive answer. So it's a good answer. All right, Betty Kaplan. Was Rachel normal?
I wrote phone and then I wrote clothes, and that's the final answer. Phone, and I'm like, Rachel's gonna write clothes.
You kind of psyched each other out. So, all right, Jenny, Grace.
I want to say that we are on the same wavelength because I also wrote clothes first and then switched
to cell phone.
Yes.
Okay.
Before that was clothes. And then I was like, no, that's not right. I need to, like, I don't want to be cheeky. I'm going to be real. I'm going to be normal.
I know. Thank you. All right, right there.
Got you both the match.
I got you, girl. We're in
Very good.
I feel naked. I feel like I have no hair.
Right there.
Without it.
We're there. Viking mind meld before we got here. No, Vulcan. That's what I'm looking for.
Vulcan. Viking is very different.
Mind meld.
Much more physical
I think one person loses their head every time.
Real weaponry.
For Viking mind meld, it's like they take an axe to your skull and then they like take a spoon and they spread a little bit of yours and mine. That's a Viking mind.
Next on Game of Thrones.
All right, Jonathan Robbins. You always feel naked when you go out without your blank.
I think I had too many drinks with the Producing Juliet cast at the Indie Series Awards this year because I was about to write phone and then I wrote
clothes. You guys are spending a lot of time together. All right.
Yeah.
Actually,
those Canadian parties are really
good. Kevin Sebastian, what you got? You always feel naked when you go out without your...
Well, I tell you, after Rachel and I were surprisingly able to place third in the Indie Soaps Something of the Week Challenge's Best Duo, it's only fitting that that would happen.
Mobile phone. Matthew Carvery, you always feel naked when you go out without your...
Well, because it's Vicky, I almost wrote water bottle.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Good one too.
Almost.
But last minute I changed to
makeup. That's a match with mascara. I'll give you that.
But underage wasn't a match for
Illegal.
They're opposites, actually. Legal and under.
Yeah.
That legal versus under, they're total opposites.
Yeah, we only talk about them in the same way. What you shouldn't do.
The same thing.
Well, but you know, that's the whole thing. Difference between legal and underage, and you're right, Kevin. Is one's okay, one's not.
We always talk about them in the not. It's
it's
never like you did a good job. It's never that.
Tonya Dodds, you feel naked when you go out without your foundation.
Ah!
This is what I'm talking about, Vicky.
I know.
I'm like, it's one of two things.
All right. After 3 rounds, though, we have a tie. 3 total answers in the 3 rounds. 3 matches for Team Asset and 3 matches for Team Juliet.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. Yes, this is going into the last round. So we will have. We're going to have Tonya.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to have Kevin.
Alrighty.
In the last round.
I cannot wait to win a lifetime supply of toothpaste.
Yeah. By the way, I thought phone when we wrote that phone probably was the definitive answer. And this is a big week. iPhones came out. Who got iPhones? Anybody order?
I think it's on pre-order at that point.
Yeah. Well, did anybody pre-order them?
Nope.
No. We are not early adopters.
All right. Well, you know what? We're going to talk about that. I did. I got up at 3 o'clock in the morning and AT&T site.
That's dedication.
That was really stupid. Anyway,
we might be on the front end of new media, but when it comes to new things in our hands, don't even.
Nah.
So you're not early
doing
adopters. But, well, you know what? Larry's a late adopter. Larry always is the last one for every tech toy. In fact, Larry has a mobile phone that is so old.
How old is it?
How old is it, exactly? It's so old that it has a blank.
Oh, that's my thing?
Yes.
It's so old, it has a blank.
Yes.
Okay.
Late adopter Larry has a mobile phone that is so old, it has a blank.
I'm looking up.
It has a blank.
How do you spell that thing?
Yeah, I know. I'm looking up the spelling.
Yeah, is it A-E at the end?
It is.
The double N?
2 N's. Yep.
Come on.
Spell it out.
Figure out what you're coming up with. All right.
Well, now I don't want to pick that.
Yeah.
But the idea is to pick it.
Stop giving me ideas.
I feel like I'm doing it wrong.
All right. Late adopter Larry has a mobile phone that's so old it has a blank.
All right.
I will tell you, we thought that there was a definitive answer to this when we came up with it. Let's see if anybody comes up with the answer we thought of. All right, are we all ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Guys, I'm normal, by the way. I'm normal. You're already done.
I'm normal.
Dodds is being normal.
I'm being normal.
I'm normal. I'm normal.
Tanya, you've been busy with Super Geeked Up lately. Some
Yes.
really good episodes.
Yes, we every Wednesday night, Super Geeked Up at 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m.
You just froze.
Yeah.
Tonya!
Oh, am I here?
Yeah, you're now.
Okay, good. All right.
Okay.
You're back.
So yeah, every Wednesday we're doing Super Geeked Up. Our 100th episode is actually coming up on October 1st. So everybody tune in. We also are trying to get Kevin Smith on. So if everyone wants to tweet at that Kevin Smith asking him to be on Super Geeked Up on our 100th episode, please do. The hashtag we're using is hashtag Get Kevin Smith on SGU. Do it. On top of that, I'm also producing a feature film, which we're hopefully going to camera in the spring. It's called Red Spring Film. Or Red Spring, sorry. Red Spring Film is the Twitter handle.
Excellent. Have you seen much of your husband lately? He's been really busy.
I have not seen much of my husband lately. He's currently away filming.
He's at a Canadian sex party.
He's at a Canadian
We have a lot of those.
Of all places, in Guelph.
Yeah,
He's in Guelph! Yeah, he is, Jeff is crazy, crazy busy. It's been an awesome year for him. I'm incredibly proud, and he's incredibly in awe of how this year has turned out for his career. So, yay to my hubby!
All right. Before we get to your answer, Kevin, it's a pleasure to meet you. You and I have not had a chance to.
Yeah, definitely.
I've met most of the cats. I got to tell you, and I'm going to flatter you, and everybody can hoot and holler, but in the last episode, your acting was spectacular, and your scene with Rachael, Juliet, you stopped doing battle with her. And you just talked with her, and Juliet wasn't quite sure what to make of it. And I just thought it was incredible acting on your part to tone down the character and actually be kind of sweet to her.
That was my favorite moment, and we were wondering because there's such animosity between the two of them that we love watching, and we love seeing these two just banter back and forth, which is basically just Kevin and Rachael from day one. But like to see where Tina was going to take that, and to see it's like, are we going to find out why there's this animosity? Are we going to see any bit of a change? And just being able to sort of capture that moment, but still being those two people was such a joy to do, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what that could mean for season 2.
Awesome. Let's see what you've got. Larry, the late adopter, has a mobile phone that's so old it has a
Nice.
Antenna?
Yep.
Antenna. Okay. Tonya. Larry's mobile phone's so old it has an antenna. Okay, so we both have the same.
Double points.
Let's see. We're going to wind up going to a tiebreaker here. Betty Kaplan.
Yes, antenna.
Antenna. Okay.
Yes.
Bam.
One for each. And I think Jenny had dropped off and just came back. Are you there, Jenny? We'll see how it goes. Jonathan? Larry's mobile phone was so old it had an antenna.
Yes.
All right. Matthew, what did Larry's mobile phone have?
I went for the funny on this one.
A rotary dial. That is the definitive answer. That's the answer that we were thinking of when we wrote the question. A rotary dial. Okay. Good man. I feel sorry for you that you think like I do. So.
and likewise for you.
I mean, you could always have an operator attached, one ringing up.
Danny's back.
All right.
I'm back. I got disconnected, but I'm here.
All right. You are here. Larry's mobile phone was so old it had a blank.
Is that to me?
Yes. Did you have an answer yet?
I don't know what everybody else said.
Oh, well, let's...
I thought about that one.
I thought of that, doesn't it? Like I had a clamshell or something.
Yeah, your flip phone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rachel. Larry's mobile phone was so old it had an antenna. Okay.
Double points for everyone.
Everybody's getting double points. We're going to do a tiebreaker here. Tonya Dodds. You gave antenna. And Vicky Sullivan. Antenna. All right.
You know it.
We have a tie after 4 rounds.
All right.
We've got a tiebreaker question here. All right. Who wants to go for each team? You want to just stick with what you got? You guys each did pretty well with Tonya and Kevin. But
Yeah, I'm leaning towards Tonya.
I'm leaning towards Tonya too.
Here we go.
all right. And what about Juliet?
Where Rachel goes.
Go for it, Kevin. Oh no, I called Kevin already.
All right. So you guys are going to go with Tonya and Kevin again.
Okay.
All right.
What if this ends up in a tie again?
It could.
We will keep playing forever.
Well, we're gonna have the dog go the next tiebreaker.
Yeah, Vincent gets to go first.
Vincent.
Okay.
I'll grab one of my cats. They'll lick the screen or something.
Perfect.
If that's all we need, I can lick the screen for you, Tonya.
Okay.
Oh, thanks, Vicky.
Man.
No problem.
Here we go on the tiebreaker.
Maybe let's do it differently.
Blank world.
Blank world?
Blank world. It could be a phrase. It could be several words. It could be one word. Blank world.
Well, if you build it, they will come.
Going really simple.
Yeah.
In a very Kevin kind of way.
Okay.
Or in a very Richard kind of way.
I went in a really nerdy kind of way.
You have to guess mine.
Damn it.
I'm hoping you guys get that. I like movies.
Yeah, okay. There we go. It took me a minute. Sorry, there was a couple steps to follow.
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody have their answers? Let's start with Tonya this time. Blank world.
Oh, this is a long shot. Hopefully.
Water world.
Oh, good.
Yes, Vicky!
Thinking Kevin Costner here instead of Kevin Sebastian. What do you got?
I tried to keep it along the lines of who we just talked about with my character Richard, so I just made it really simple.
My world.
Nice.
Good answer. Both good answers. All right, Betty, what do you have? Blank world.
I wrote cruel. I thought Kevin is gonna go the dark way.
Okay.
My world is dark.
Yeah.
Jenny Grace, do you have a match with water or my? We have Jenny Grace. Good on to Jonathan Robbins.
I went with the tabletop games answer.
Small World.
Ah, nice.
Okay. Matthew.
Sorry,
Can you
I
hear
didn't go for it.
I went for the wrong movie.
Damn you!
We're all over the board on this one. What do we got?
Tanya, I don't know what these guys are doing. I was with you, man.
I gave so many clues.
I know you did. You did great.
Thank you.
You did so well.
Rachel, what do we have? We have a Frozen Rachel. So
We have a
Vicky,
Frozen
what
But
do
it's
we
such
have?
a great Frozen,
A
too.
really great Frozen Rachel. That's an awesome look.
Everyone froze. Am I back?
She's
There
back.
she is.
There she is. There she is.
Okay, Vicky has water. Rachel, what did you have?
Kevin, I thought we were going nerdy and Comic-Con with it.
Giraffe.
Oh.
Right.
Yep.
Chris Pratt making it happen.
I know!
We have a winner.
Vicky!
From Waterworld. And
Wow.
Vicky's back, right at the
Oh
end.
my
Comes
goodness.
through under the wire.
Waterworld should never win anything.
No, it really is. That's the only time Waterworld has ever won.
The movie's 20 years and 25 years old. It's the first thing it's ever won. You guys have been great. This has been a lot of fun.
There's the
I hope you had a
subway.
good time.
There's the train.
Yeah.
Subway! There. It's going Manhattan bound, by the way, guys. Just cleans down the quieter.
You guys have been awesome. This has been so much fun. Will you come back and do this again with us? Play another game with us sometime?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay.
Did anyone actually say no? Was there anyone that said no?
Because we can snub them for the rest of time.
Yeah.
I mean, Jeff, as long as you tell us where to send the invoices to, we'll be fine.
All right, we've been having a great time this afternoon with the cast of the web show Asset and the cast of the web show Producing Juliet. Asset can be seen, both shows can be seen at jts.tv. Is that correct? I know
That's correct.
Asset is still there. Season 2 of Asset, Matthew, you got plans?
There are plans. There are plans. We'll have to see if the funding comes through, but there are plans.
All right, and we know Tina is working on Season 2 of Producing Juliet. And we look forward to seeing, everything's super geeked up. Tanya's movie coming out in the spring, the show that Vicky's and things Vicky's working on, all this stuff, Hapheads and the other shows and movies that Jonathan's working on. Betty and Kevin, you guys are doing stage work in New York, and Jenny?
No, I'm working on. I'm releasing my short. I mean, it's released a short movie, and it's showing in a couple of festivals very soon.
Well, tell us about your short.
It's grim and deathly.
It's grim and deathly. What's it called?
It's called Temporal, and I'll put up links very soon.
Okay. We'll keep our eye out. You'll let us know, and you'll send us the links. All right. Kevin, you are doing stage work in New York?
I'm going to be opening a show, I think, October 9th called Six Passionate Women by Mario Fratti. This is the play that the musical 9 is based on. I'm not playing one of the women, not this time. So that's good. And then I'm also working on a new web series while Producing Juliet is in its downtime called Redheads Anonymous, a comedy. I'm one of the writers on that. And then last one, on October 3rd, I'll be on an episode of Blue Blood, so tune in.
Excellent.
Oh, awesome.
All right. Any other news anybody wants to share?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hmm?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
I was going to say my feature, which Producing Juliet people might remember me shooting while we were shooting a few episodes of Producing Juliet during the winter, is coming out in the next month or so. So I'm very excited about that.
Nice.
Oh, and Jonathan, we've got Never Have I Ever playing at Polygrind as well.
Yes, Never Have I Ever, which is a short film made with many of the cast members from Clutch and Asset. We made it for the 50-hour film challenge, so we wrote it on Friday night, and by Sunday night we had submitted the completed film. And we were so happy with how it turned out that we submitted it to some other festivals, and it is an official selection at Polygrind, so that's kind of cool. And also the final block of Out With That episodes is coming out early October.
Where will those be distributed, Jonathan?
You can always find the latest on outwiththat.com. They will eventually be on JTS. I believe it's Dailymotion first, and then YouTube and JTS and everything follows. But outwiththat.com will always keep you up to date.
All right. These are two casts of incredibly talented people. They do wonderful work. You entertain us all. Personally, I'm very appreciative and grateful for what you do. I'm really appreciative that you joined me today. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys did too. Let us know what you have stuff going on. We're happy to talk about it anytime. And we'll keep an eye out for what you're doing. And please support the independent artists out there. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Thanks
a lot.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.